Hare Krishna. मी दादाची ह्याच्यात करू
मायवा
इयरफोन आहेत ना
Hare Krishna, everyone. We will start in 2 minutes. Yeah. So Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Krishna
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna ma'am.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
So we welcome all of you for this wonderful program. This is a 2-day session, a 2-day course.
Mataji, you're on mute.
Yeah, okay. So this is a 2-day session with 3 sessions in this 2 days on life skills through Bhagavad Gita. And I'm sure you're definitely going to enjoy this session. And
Yes.
I would urge and I would request each one of you who's attending this program to attend all the 3 sessions, because these are going to be, an eye opener for you. These are going to be very enlightening for you, and the things that you'll take back home, or you'll carry with you after the sessions are going to be totally different. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised when you would say, "Oh, really? Is it like this? I never knew it," or something like, "Yes, I knew it, but really this makes much sense for me." Yeah, so many things that you're going to learn in these 3 sessions over today and tomorrow are going to be, an eye opener for you. So all of you are going to love the sessions, because the sessions is going to be full of stories and videos and so many things. And we have made the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, we are going to present in a very simple and a lucid manner. Yeah. And after the session, we are going to give some question answer sessions. So if you have any questions specific to that session, then yes, we'll cover it after the session. If you have questions which are other than what we have covered in the session, it'll be really nice if you can call me and then I'll answer your questions. I would be very glad to answer all your questions. So because questions will come when you think, right? If you don't think, questions will not come. So when you're thinking, when you're going to apply it in your day-to-day life, then the questions will come. Yeah. For that, what is required? Patient hearing, with full concentration. There are no distractions. When you hear with patient and full concentration, then you'll really make sense of whatever you're going to hear in next 2 days, today and tomorrow. Yeah. And my humble request is, please do not unmute. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. Digitally, you can raise your hand. I will, reach out to you. I'll call your name and then you can answer. You can ask your questions. Yeah. So then, yes, we'll get started with the session then. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay, so warm welcome to all of you for the 2-day certification course on life skills through Bhagavad Gita. Why are we calling this certification course? We are calling this certification course because after each session, you will be given a quiz to handle. It's going to be a very easy quiz and very interesting one. So we were going to give you a quiz to answer, and then you're expected to attempt the quiz. So participation and the quiz you'll be eligible for the certificate. Yeah. Okay. And those on YouTube, you will also get the link of the quiz on YouTube. So you can also attempt the quiz for the day 1. Okay, so today what are we going to cover? We are going to cover who am I, journey of my life, reincarnation, and my relationship with the Lord. Okay. Very important for us to know. You think, why is it required for me at this age? I'm like really small. But yes, after your age of your 5, then definitely you should know this question. So in a very nice manner, in a very simple way, we have covered all these aspects. You're going to love it. Okay, let's move ahead. Let us start with the prayers, because without prayers, we cannot start a session. We need mercy from our gurus. We need mercy from Krishna. We need mercy from our acharyas. Yeah. So let's start with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmenitanyena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyat Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. So let us start with our session. So I would like to know who of you have heard about Bhagavad Gita, or you know that there is something like book like Bhagavad Gita. You can just raise your hands. Okay, very good, very nice. Okay, good. 20 hands raised. 21 hands raised. Okay, very good. Now you all can lower your hands. So that means around 30% of the people, you all can lower your hands. Very nice. That means 30% of you know what Bhagavad Gita is, right? Because sometimes what happens is that, we have a copy of Bhagavad Gita in our home. Okay, because our granny has it, our grandfather reads it, or maybe, our father would have brought it, mother would have brought it. So we have a copy of Bhagavad Gita in our home, but we do not know what is inside it. And many times we wonder, we ask, what is there inside Bhagavad Gita? And we try to ask and we try to find out answers. But when we open the book, oh my God, this is so difficult to read. I can't understand this. Yeah. So you little kids, little minds, sometimes find that, Bhagavad Gita, it's so difficult to understand. I cannot understand it. Then we come to a conclusion that no. This Bhagavad Gita might be for the elderly persons only. It is not for me. But trust me, it is an amazing book. Yeah, so it is an amazing book. And if we follow the Bhagavad instructions written in the Bhagavad Gita, then our life will be very successful. Yeah. So generally, we focus on IQ. I think all of you know what is IQ, right? It is intelligent quotient. Yeah. But now we have gone one step ahead, which is EQ, which is emotional quotient. And there is third level, highest level, which is spiritual quotient, which is SQ. And scientific studies have proved that whoever has a good EQ and a good SQ, that means emotional quotient and spiritual quotient, is very successful in his life. And how do we have a good EQ and a good SQ? That is through, following, having a very peaceful and a calm, and if you are mentally at peace, then you are able to face the situations also very peacefully. And that is why you will become very successful in the life. So situations could be at your home, situations could be at your school, or situations could be, surrounding situations. Yeah. So if your EQ and SQ is very high, then you will definitely lead a very successful life. So Bhagavad Gita actually helps us to, improve our EQ, which is an emotional quotient, and improve our SQ, which is a spiritual quotient. Yeah. So now we are all into that journey to improve our spiritual quotient and emotional quotient. Okay. So now let us board the flight and let us, go to Kurukshetra. Okay. So let us move ahead. So now we are on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Yeah. where thousands and crores of armies are there. And on the one side, there are Pandavas. And on the other side, there are Kauravas. Yeah, Arjun. I think most of you know who Arjun is. Arjun was on the side of Pandavas. He was leading the Pandava army. And Duryodhan was on the side of Kauravas. He was leading the Kaurava army. Crores and crores of people were there, right? Armies was there who were on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And who were Kauravas and Pandavas? How were they related? They were cousins. And Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was on Pandava's side. He was on Arjun's side. Why? Because Krishna was the best friend and devotee, because Arjuna was the best friend and devotee of Krishna. So Krishna was on the Pandava's side. Now, the war is about to start. Yeah, listen very carefully. The war is about to start. The conch shells have got blown and the armies are going to attack each other. That point in time, Arjuna saw, oh my God, what is this happening? All my relatives are in the front of me. My grandfather is in front of me. My guru is in front of me. Dronacharya. All the gurus are in front of me. How all my cousins are in front of me. How can I attack them? Everyone will be killed in the war. I do not want to kill my relatives. I do not want to kill my grandfather. I do not want to fight with my grandfather. I do not want to fight with my cousins. I cannot do this fight. I cannot fight. I cannot fight. Just imagine on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Yeah, just imagine the situation. They're ready to fight. Everyone is ready to attack. And that point in time, Arjuna says, who is the leader of the Pandavas army? He says, I cannot fight. I will not be able to fight. His bow and arrow, it falls down. He said, Krishna, I am not able to fight. I cannot kill my relatives. Krishna, I surrender to you. Please help me. Please guide me. Krishna, what should I do? Then that point in time, yeah, that time, Krishna, when Arjuna surrenders to Krishna, Krishna guides Arjuna. Yeah. So Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue between two people. It is between Krishna and Arjuna. Arjuna is asking questions and Krishna is responding. Krishna is guiding Arjuna. Yeah. So what is Gita? Gita means it is a song. Yeah, it is a song. And what is Bhagavad? Bhagavad is Bhagwan. Yeah, so Bhagavad is Krishna himself, the Lord himself. Yeah. So Bhagavad Gita means, what does Bhagavad Gita mean? Song of Lord, song of the God. Yeah. So this is Bhagavad Gita. So listen very carefully. Please listen with apt attention because we are going to have a quiz in the end and I want all of you to perform fabulously. Okay. So please hear carefully. Now, there are some misconceptions about Bhagavad Gita. You know, some people think that Bhagavad Gita is only pertaining to Hindu religion. Yeah. But it is not like that. You know when Bhagavad Gita was spoken? Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years back. Okay, we are just like, what is our age now? 10, 15, 20, right? Maximum that. It was spoken 5,000 years back. And 5,000 years back, there was no Muslim, Christian, Sikh. Yeah, all these religions were not there 5,000 years back. This is all we have created few hundreds of years back. Yeah. So Bhagavad Gita is not related to Hindu. It is applicable to a Muslim. It is applicable to a Christian. It is applicable to a Sikh. It is applicable to an Indian. It is applicable to an European. It is applicable to an American. It is applicable to an Australian. It is applicable to every human being on the earth. Yeah. So Bhagavad Gita is applicable to everyone. It is not any, it is religion agnostic. It doesn't pertain to any particular religion. So this should be in your mind that Bhagavad Gita is not only limited to Hindus. Yeah, I think this point is very clear with you. Next point that we go ahead is that, yeah, so Bhagavad Gita is manual of our life. So if you buy some, you know, a remote control car or if you buy some gadgets from a shop, then what happens? It comes with a booklet. Yeah, you all know it comes with a booklet. And what does that booklet have? That booklet has, you know, how do you operate this gadget? Yeah, yes, Poonma, now you raised your hand, maybe you can speak. Yeah, you want to talk?
Ma'am, we get the instruction how to play.
Yes, exactly. Very nice. So basically, what does it say? It says how do you operate the instrument? What all things you should take care of so that the instrument is long lasting. It will not get spoiled. How you should handle the instrument, all that, right? So very good. So exactly the same way, when we take birth on the earth, yeah, we do not know how we should behave, right? So our parents obviously tell us, but where are the guiding factors coming from? The guiding factors are coming from this holy book, Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, so Krishna said, yeah, okay, you're going on the earth, my dear child, this is the Bhagavad Gita for you. Just follow this instruction and you'll be successful in your life. Yeah. So Bhagavad Gita is a manual of life. And this is applicable to, like I said, every human being on the earth. It is not applicable to Hindu. It is applicable to everyone, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, whoever is there, right? Jews, whoever is there. It is applicable to everyone. Okay, now let us move ahead. Now, what does Bhagavad Gita deal into? Yeah, it deal into 5 subject matters. I'm not going to make it very technical. I'm going to make it very, very extremely easy for you. Don't worry. So it deals with the 5 subject matters. What are these subject matters? It talks about Jiva, yeah, soul. Yeah, today we are going to focus on soul. Then it talks about Ishwar, who is God. There are 33 crores God. Yeah. So who is God? Kaun se Bhagwan ko puja kare, right? So who is God? So it talks about God. Then talks about karma. Right? We do good activities and we do bad activities. What type of activities should we do? Yeah. Sometimes we end up doing bad activities because the situation warrants us to do bad activities. So what type of karma should we do? Yeah. Karma is activity that we perform. Prakriti, nature around us. Yeah. It talks about Prakriti. Then it talks about Kal, time. Right? Because you see, time is very precious, right? Always our parents tell us time is very precious. If time is lost, it is lost forever. We always hear this from our parents. Yeah. So it talks about Kal. Yeah. So when we are here on the earth, we are given this stopwatch. Yeah? So we are here for a certain period of time. Yeah? So that is Kal. Today we are going to focus on Jiva. Okay. Tomorrow we'll focus on Karma. Yeah, so different aspects will cover in the next 3 days, next 3 sessions. Okay, let us move ahead. So now let us see what does Bhagavad Gita talk about? Who am I? Yeah, so Arnav will say I am Arnav. Shri Keshav will say I am Shri Keshav. I'm just picking up random names, okay? And Dhanvanti will say I am Dhanvanti. I am Ronit. I am Vishnu Vaibhav. I am Ishita. Yeah.
Actually, my name is Devansh, not Dhanvanti. It's my mom's name.
Okay. Yeah, so you will say you will tell yourself with your name, right? Right. So if you are a Hindu, will say I am a Hindu. I am an American. I am a Christian. I am a Muslim. I am an African. I am an Indian. I am an Australian. I am an whatever. Yeah. So we will identify ourselves with either with religion or with the name or with the caste, creed, country. Yeah. That is how we say no. So if you go to America, you'll say, no, I'm an Indian. Then you will not say I'm a Hindu. In India, you'll say I'm a Hindu. Yeah. So that is how we identify ourselves. Now let us move one step ahead. Okay. One step ahead. Then you'll say, okay, so you will say, this is my hand. Yeah. This is my head. These are my 2 eyes. This is my nose. This is my mouth. This is my teeth. Yeah. So you will identify the parts of your body. Yeah. But who am I? Yeah. Do I say I am this body? No. We say this is my body. Do you say I am this hand? No. You say this is my hand. Do you say I am this head? No. You say this is my head. So who is this me? This is my body. Yeah. So like you say, for example, you say this is my school bag. So you are different and your school bag is different, right? This is my house. Then a house is different and you are different, right? This is my, This is my This is my school. So school is different, you are different. This is my friend. Your friend is different, you are different. This is my body. That means your body is different and you are different. Right? So then who is sitting inside this body? Yeah, that we are going to see today. Yeah. Before we move there, let us talk about our body first. Okay. So let us talk about what is our body, how is it made? Yeah, let us talk about body first. Yeah. So then in early 20th century, a group of scientists, they analyzed that what are the constituents of our body. Yeah, what is our body made up of? Then they researched and then they found that our body is mostly made up of water. Okay, it is mostly made up of water. And what else? It is. So for a, yeah, Pune, what happened? You raising your hand?
Ma'am, inside our body, there is God.
Yeah, we'll come to that. So now we are talking about the body. Okay. So in the what is our body comprising of? So in a 35 to 40 kg of a person, we have 3 kilograms of calcium, 1 kilogram of phosphate, then 9 grams of potassium, and 10 grams of sulfur, sodium, magnesium, and 5 grams of iron, copper, iodine. Okay, now we are all talking about the chemicals with which our body is made up of. Okay, then we have enough lime. We have lime in our body, which is enough to make 5 soaps. Yeah, 5 cakes of soap. We have iron in our body. How much iron we have? Like, we can make some 6 small nails. Yeah, and we have phosphorus, with which we can make some around 20 matchboxes. And we have sugar in our body, with which we can make 10 cups of coffee. Yeah. So we have like we saw, we have some magnesium, we have some potassium, we have calcium, we have iron, we have so many different chemicals in our body. So our body is made up of all these chemicals. Now, if I have to go and buy all these chemicals and I decide to make a body, yeah, what am I going to do? I'm going to make a body. I'm going to go to the market and I'm going to buy all these chemicals. And I will ask my mama, can you please give me some money? I want to buy all this 3 kgs of potassium, 5 kgs of whatever. Yeah, all these chemicals I want to go and buy. What is the cost? The cost will be around $200. Yeah, $250, not more than that. Yeah. Now, question to all of you is, if I give you all these articles, yeah, all these chemicals, you can raise your hand and speak. Yeah, I'll unmute. Will you be able to make a body out of it? Yes, Devan. Yes, Arnav.
No, you need a soul. You need a soul to make a body, and chemicals will make a body.
Okay, good. Yes, Devana.
No, ma'am, Mataji, it is not possible to make a body through all these materials because we need a soul inside us and we don't have such a art like God to make such beautiful bodies.
Yes, Ronit.
Like we are like the toy, and Krishna's the soul is the battery.
Okay, very good.
Because the
Very
battery
nice.
only makes the toy work.
Very nice, very good. Yes, Devansh. Oh my God, so many hands up.
Teacher, I would doubt that all chemicals are come in just 200 rupees.
Yeah, that's a 200, 500. 1,000 pakad lo.
Okay.
Correct, no? 1,000 you can consider. But will you be able to make a body?
I think that will come in some lakhs.
Okay, even if lakhs, come on, say 5 lakhs. Will you be able to make a body?
No.
Yes, so very good. So I think most of you understood, yeah, that we wouldn't be able to make a body. Now, why we will not be able to make a body? Yeah, because there are emotions within us. Yeah, there are emotions within us. Sometimes we are very happy. You have decided, Mama has said that, our parents said that we are going to go for a picnic. So we are very happy. Oh, sometimes we see something and we are very shocked. Sometimes we are very, we like to be loved and we like to love. Yeah. So all these emotions, sometimes you are in an angry mood, want to fight. Yeah. So all these emotions we cannot bring in. And how we will get these emotions? Yeah. So what is common with all of us? So another example we'll take. Yeah. So if your friend, he meets into an accident. Your friend meets into an accident. Who will you save? He is going into this BMW, okay, very costly BMW, high class BMW, and your friend meets an accident. Whom will you save? Will you save your friend, or you will save your first take? No, BMW. First, let me take it to the garage because it is very costly. Whom will you save?
Driver. Friend.
Friend.
Friend. Very good. Very nice.
Everybody.
But because we have to save driver, because
Mataji,
as the life is precious, and the person will die soon.
Every person is sitting in the car.
Nice.
Mataji, actually, life is more precious than a car. We can buy another one, but we cannot buy a life.
Very good. Very nice. All of you are very smart. Very nice to hear the answers. Very nice. So what is the difference between us and a sophisticated machine? Yeah, so car is a machine. Yeah, 1 second, I'm going to cover that. So car is a machine and we are a living being. So what is the difference between them? So we see this camera, lens of a camera. Yeah. So whatever we tell the camera will click. Yeah. So does the camera understand that this is a happy moment? No, this is a happy moment. Come on, the camera will jump and it will click the pictures. Will it do that?
No, ma'am.
No, because it's not a living.
Camera will just show
Because it's not a living thing. It is a normal
Because it's
thing.
not a living thing like us. We are a living thing with a soul, but the camera doesn't have a soul or it's not a living.
Yeah.
They
So
don't
the
have
camera
body
doesn't
parts
have.
as well.
Ma'am, this camera is
They
not
don't have body parts also.
So
Very
camera.
nice, very nice. So this camera doesn't have intelligence. Okay, so this camera doesn't have an intelligence to discriminate. But a human eye,
Can discriminate.
Yes, it can discriminate. When it sees happy moments or sad moments, tears of happiness or tears of sadness will flow out of the eyes. Yeah. So this human eye can discriminate. If you throw a glass of water on a camera, the camera will not do anything. But if you throw a glass of water on your eyes immediately, you'll go back. Your eyelashes will close.
Teacher, when we throw a glass of water on the camera, then on the camera lens will be water droplet, but on the eye will be blurry.
Yes, but the camera cannot run away. We will run away. Someone is throwing water at us. Yeah. So that is the difference between a camera and a human eye. Right? What is the difference? The difference is the presence of soul. Yeah, the presence of soul which pervades in all the consciousness. Yeah. So when we say a person dies, yeah, he has passed away. Yeah. Who has passed away? The body is still there. Yeah. The body is still there. But who has gone? The soul has left the body. Yeah.
The soul has
Very nice. The soul has left the body. So if the body, so you see, this is a beauty queen. Yeah. And now this beauty queen has left her body. No feeling, no thinking, no desires, no movement. Yeah. I don't want to scare all of you. Just want to explain you the concept. Yeah. Just want to explain you the concept that we are not this body. We are a spirit soul. Yeah. What is happening? Yeah. So we are not this body. We are the driver. So who is the soul? The soul is the driver of this body. If the soul leaves the body, then what happens? You will not move. You will just become like a dead matter. Yeah. The driver of the body is the spirit soul. Okay. So what does Bhagavad Gita say? So this is all explained in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. What does it say? So this is chapter 2, verse 13. Dehinosmim yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuyati. What does Bhagavad Gita say? That the soul, you can see this picture here. Yeah, what is happening?
Yes.
The soul is continuously passing childhood to boyhood. And boyhood, it is going to youth. And from youth, it is going to old age. And after we become old, the soul will accept a new body. Okay, what will happen? The soul will accept a new body. So this is all explained in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Now, what is the journey of this soul? ये soul जाता कहाँ पे है? इसको नई body कैसे मिलती है? So what is the journey of this soul? Let us see that. Yeah. So what does Again, let us see this another shloka in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 22. Vasam se jirnani yatha vihaya navani grhanati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirna anyani samyati navani dehi. What does this mean? Like we are wearing this dress, right? Somebody wear jeans, t-shirt, someone will wear a frock, someone will wear a Punjabi dress, someone will wear a sari. Like we are changing our clothes, exactly the same way the soul changes its clothes. Okay, and what are the clothes? The clothes are his body. The soul keeps on changing its body. Yeah. Now let us see what type of body. We only know human body. We think that after I leave this body, I will get a human body. But no, that is not the case. You can see the graph here. Everyone can see. So we can take any type of a body. We can take an insect body. We can take a tree body. We can become an aquatic animal. We can become a pig. We can become a horse. Or we can again take a birth as a human being. Right? So there are 84 lakh of dresses. Yeah, after we leave this body, there are 84 lakh of dresses that we can get to wear. Now, what will determine which dress I will get? How do you know which dress you will get? Yeah, there is also science behind it. Yes, Devansh, you want to say?
Teacher, is the trees have also a soul? Trees.
Absolutely, absolutely. Trees also have soul. It has life in it.
Okay, thank you.
Trees have life in it. So you see this 84 lakh species and the rarest species. We say no rare. You see this graph here, humans. Out of this 84 lakh species, only 4 lakh species are humans. So it is the rarest amongst all. So you all are so precious, so precious. Yeah, because this human birth is very precious. We do not know next life we will get human birth or not. So in this human birth, we should make full use of this human life. Yeah. So that is what we are going to study in Bhagavad Gita. So what determines the journey of the soul? So let us see that. Just 1 second. Yeah, you are on the right side. Okay. So what determines the journey of the soul? Then I'm going to show you a nice video later. Yeah. So what type of body you will get? So there are 3 types of gunas that we are always exposed to. Yeah. Sometimes we are very good. Yeah. And sometimes we are very greedy. And sometimes we are very lazy, tired. So what are these 3 types of gunas? Yeah. Let us study those. Yeah. There is tamo gun. Listen very carefully. Yeah. We are going to have a quiz in the end. There is tamo gun. There is rajo gun. And there is sattva gun. Yeah. Now, people in Tamogun are always very lazy, tired, don't want to do anything. Yeah, that is Tamogun, mode of ignorance. And people in Rajogun, I want to do this. I will kick him and I will get my things done. But I want to do this. The picture in the center. I will distract my friends so that they will lose and I will win. That is mode of passion. And Sattva gun, is that studying is my duty. It is my responsibility to study nicely. And I will do my best and leave the rest to the Lord. That is what is my duty. That is Sattva gun, mode of goodness. Another example. You see, Tamo gun, mode of ignorance. Lazy. Want to eat and sleep and drink. Don't want to do anything. Just watch movies. Be always on the gadgets, do chatting, not interested in anything. That is Tamogun. Rajogun, you see, I am greedy. I want everything. Everything is for me. Everyone should work for me. It is like that. Mode of passion.
Rajas don't share with others.
Yes, they don't share with anyone. Everything is for me. Selfish. And mode of goodness. Sattva gun. See how these 2 girls are feeding each other.
Mataji,
Yes.
ये कर्मा है.
ये कर्मा है. These are the activities that we are performing. These are our, हम लोग ऐसे behave करते हैं. This is how we behave, and this will decide on what type of body we'll get in the future. I'm going to come to that. Just hold on. Yeah. Again, you see, third example. What is this tamogun person doing? Mode of ignorance. Eating, drinking. Yeah. Just want to be in his own world. And this one, Rajogun, I was selfish, like we just mentioned. I want everything. And Sattvagun, they're first offering to the Lord, and then they are eating. Yeah, that is Sattvagun. So depending upon what type of nature we have, based on which we will get a body. If you are very sleepy, I want to sleep, I just want to sleep, I just want to sleep. Then what will I do it? I will get a bear body, or a body of a bear who sleeps for next 6 months. So next time I'll get a bear body. Yeah. Or I'm not wearing good clothes. I'm exposing my body. What type of body will get? Body of a tree.
Mataji.
Yeah. But if I'm a very good girl, I'm a very good boy, I'm offering, I'm sharing things with my friends. I'm offering things to my, one second, beta. I'm offering things to my friends. I'm offering things to the Lord. Then I'll get a human body. Yeah, so it all depends. If I'm very jealous, then I'll get a snake body. If I'm very greedy, yeah, then I might get some hyena body. So depending upon what our nature is, so it is very, very important, my dear children. It's very, very important how we conduct in our life. Do we share? Are we greedy? Are we jealous? What are we? Depending upon, you will get a. This is called karma, law of karma. Okay, I'll show you a nice video. 1 second. Yes, Arnav?
Sorry, kuch bhi nahi.
Show you a nice video now.
Mataji, I want to say
Yes,
that
beta?
if we sleep every time, we won't be able to do our work. We won't be able to do our homeworks and all.
If we sleep every time.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, Mataji. Now you say na. If we
But
sleep.
somebody just wants to sleep. पढ़ाई नहीं करनी है, बस homework भी नहीं करना है, school भी नहीं जाना है, बस सोना है मस्त. Everyone doesn't have that desire.
That only.
Everyone doesn't have that desire. Okay, can you speak? Acha, can you speak? Okay.
There are black boxes on the screen.
I am just seeing. No, 1 second. I am just seeing the chats. Okay, I should speak a little slowly. How to shift to a better version. Obviously, we will come to how to shift to a better version. Just give me 1 second.
Mataji, the screen is having black boxes.
1 second. I'm just trying. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to cover all the points. I will be very slow also. Yeah. So now let us see this nice video. So you saw how the soul is changing bodies.
Yes,
so
Mataji.
from human body to an animal body, from an animal body to again different type of bodies. Yeah. So this is how we keep on changing our bodies depending upon the nature that we have. Now someone on the chat box has asked me, how do we change our nature? Absolutely, we're going to cover that point. Okay. Yeah. So next slide. So like we change our clothes, in the same way we change our body. So you would think, like someone just asked, that the tree also has a soul, and insect also has a small soul. A small little ant, she also has a soul. Yeah, a cockroach, the cockroach also has a soul. A little insect in our stool, that also has a soul. And with the soul, the Paramatma is there. Yeah. So with our soul, who is there? Paramatma. Yeah. So he's called the super soul. So even the lion has a soul, a cat has a soul, a dog has a soul, a chicken has a soul, a fish has a soul. So every living entity has a soul in it. Just that maybe a fish might be a human in her previous life, but because of her karma, she became a fish. A cat in her house might be a human in her previous life, but because of her karma, she might have become a cat, but she might have become a dog. And if we do not do good karma, if we do not perform bad activities, if we perform bad activities, we might become a cat or a dog or a rat or a cockroach or a mosquito in someone's house. Right? So we have to be very, very careful about what type of activities we perform. Yeah. Now, so the choice is ours. See, you cannot say that I did not know this, that is why I did this. Right? A thief cannot say that I did not know that I will be put into prison. I would have known that, I would not have stolen things. A thief cannot say that. So basically, ignorance is not an excuse. You cannot say that I did not know about the law of karma. And that is why, that is okay. I did not know, so God should forgive me. Yeah? So law of karma is applicable to every living being. It is applicable to everyone. So we should be aware about it. Yeah. So we have a choice. Now that you have, all of you have knowledge, you have a choice how to behave. Yeah. Okay. So what does Krishna say in chapter 2, verse 45? Traigunya Vishya Veda Naistragunyo Bhavajuna Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. What does this mean? This means that, my dear child, you rise above all these three modes. Rise above the mode of passion, rise above the mode of ignorance, rise above the mode of goodness. Matlab, rise above tamogun, rise above the rajogun, rise above sattvagun. And what do? You just serve me nicely, do your duties nicely, and then your life will be successful. Your human life will become successful. Yeah. So what is the best way to do? What is the best of all? Shuddha Sattva. That means doing all the activities for Lord. Now, how we are going to do this, that we are going to see in tomorrow's session. Yeah. So doing everything for the Lord, performing all the activities for Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna. Yeah. That we are going to see tomorrow. So now, how do we know that we take rebirth? Okay. So you all know that we can change our bodies, yeah, based on our karma. So how do we know we take rebirth? I'm going to show you a nice video about this. Yeah. So there are many videos. I have just picked up one video, and just see this video and then let me know if it's okay. Let me share it with you. Yeah.
They have the same name and boyish good looks. James M. Houston, raised in the Midwest. James M. Leininger, a young boy from the Bayou.
Whoa! There's something in the eyes. It's undeniable.
That's not all they share.
Somehow James Houston's spirit has affected my son, either through reincarnation. I don't know how it happened.
I can beat the Japanese easy as pie.
Initially, what caught my attention was James's extreme fascination with airplanes.
And every night he slept with his G.I. Joe action figures, which he named.
I took him to the Kavanaugh Flight Museum.
Here's home video. While the other kids casually look at the plane, 2-year-old James seems to inspect it. Watch as he checks the underbelly, then climbs inside, donning the headset.
The final put them on?
I said, oh, look, there's a bomb on the bottom. He said, that's not a bomb, that's a drop tank.
Bouncing about in the cockpit, James was flying high. That night, their world would change forever.
He started having the nightmares, and that was my first indication that there was something wrong. It was a panic-stricken, terrorized screaming.
Over and over again, James had the same terrible nightmare, 4 to 5 times a week. He was too young to explain the dream, but he could draw.
Bombing ships, you see men parachuting. Here's another one where planes are dropping bombs.
Help me.
He would just be crying, and he'd say, airplane crash on fire, little man can't get out. He laid on his back and kicked up at the ceiling, and he goes, Mama, the little man's going like this. And he laid on his back and kicked his feet up. The little man's going, ooh, 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 can't get out. And I said, well, who's the little man, baby? And he goes, me. I thought Bruce and I were just gonna faint.
They questioned, what kind of plane?
Corsair.
Why did your airplane crash?
My plane was shot down.
Who shot your plane?
He looked at me like I was a village idiot. He said,
The Japanese. I kept thinking, where is he getting this? I was a stay-at-home mom, so I know that there wasn't anything that he was being exposed to.
Not exposed to in this life, but perhaps, just maybe, somebody else was. Decades earlier, James Houston grew up with the same insatiable fascination with airplanes. He became a naval fighter pilot and fought in World War II. March 3rd, 1945, during a mission near Iwo Jima, he took a direct hit. At age 21, was declared missing and presumed dead.
where did he take off from a boat?
Do you remember the name of your boat? He said Natoma.
Found several thousand hits on the word Natoma.
The USS Natoma Bay launched into battle, headed for Iwo Jima in the fight for Lady Gulf.
It's the biggest naval battle in the history of the world.
Leo Pyatt served on the ship. From his home in Ohio, he organizes the Natoma Bay reunions. That's how Bruce found him.
I wanted to disprove it.
He asked a few questions about, did I know some of the people? Oh, yeah, I remember those people. And so he got very quiet.
It was all real. The people and places James described actually existed. And remember those G.I. Joe dolls that James named? Turns out, 3 men with the same name.
Yeah. So did you see that? Did you hear the video? What was it about?
It's about rebirth.
One after the another. One after the another. Yeah, raise your hand.
It was. I couldn't understand. It was about एक लड़का था और ये उसके लाइफ में जेम्स ह्यूस्टन के लाइफ like he had James can
okay, I'll explain. So this is about the child who remembered his previous life. So this child, so suddenly his parents realize that he has got a lot of fascination towards fighter planes. So he had a lot of fascination towards fighter planes, and then he realized that they've investigated further, and they realized that this boy was a fighter pilot in his previous life, and he got killed because his plane got bombed, and he was killed in a fight. He was killed by Japanese. So he remembered his entire previous life. Yeah. So that is what. So this is the story of incarnation. So whenever, you will also find many stories of incarnation. You don't have to get into the details, but I just want you to understand the concept that yes, reincarnation exists. So people do take birth, just that we do not remember our previous births. But we were there millions and millions of years ago. We were there, and going forward also we will be there, yeah, in different species. Yeah. So this was about the reincarnation. Let us move ahead. Yeah, many more videos to come.
First and last.
To stop this. Yes. Yeah. So now, right, like so we saw this. Yeah. So what type of birth we get? We saw that, this is the soul leaves the body and it takes another body. This is called law of transmigration. And again, we see that, someone is born in a very rich family and someone even doesn't have one meal to eat. Why is this happening? Because law of karma. We do good karma, we get good birth in a good family. We do bad karma, we might not get a good body. We might not, take birth in a good family. So we should thank our parents, that we should thank God for giving us such a nice and wonderful family. Yeah. So based on our karma that we do, based on that, we will get a different body. Yeah. So you see this person loves to eat meat. The next life, he will become a tiger because he loves to eat meat. Yeah? So that is the future. Yeah. Now, what are the characteristics of the soul? So that we are going to see. Soul is unborn because it is always there. This is soul is changing in the body. So soul is always there and it will always be there in the future also. So soul cannot be cut. It is all. But what is the location of the soul? The soul is in the body. Okay, and we skip this. Yeah. Now some questions comes to our mind that means, all these things are happening. Soul is changing its body. That means there is someone who is managing all this universe, right? There is some law in this nature. There is some lawmaker in this nature. Who is this lawmaker? Yeah. So let us move ahead. And I'll have to stop share. I'll have to share with the sound. 1 second.
आपके आंसर मैं बोलूंगा.
Yeah. You see all these planetary systems. Yeah, everyone, all these planets, they are moving in such a good sim. The earth is also so perfectly situated. Sorry?
टीचर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही थी.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Your voice was cracking.
अब आ रही है. पहले नहीं आ रही.
So the position of the earth is so nicely situated that if it is little closer to the sun, everything on the earth will burn. And if it is little far away from the sun, everything will get freezed. That is the position of the earth, right? So who is the mastermind behind this? Let us see another video. Now see these ants.
Similar to ants, termites live in colonies made up of millions of individuals. They work together so harmoniously that the whole colony functions like a single body, a single creature. These are worker termites. They are blind and deaf. As you can see, they mix pieces of earth with a special plaster and widen the walls of their nest. God has given these creatures, which behave like the cells of a single body, different bodily structures for different jobs. Workers are born with the necessary tools for construction on their bodies. As you are now seeing, soldier termites are equipped with heavy weapons. Similar to ants.
So these are the termites. Who gives them intelligence? Now let us see something about the bees.
Bees are called social insects because they live and work together as a community. Thousands of female bees, called worker bees, live together in a hive with a queen bee. The queen bee was marked with a red dot, so we can see her better. The worker bees are all females, but they almost never lay eggs. Worker bees do almost all the chores in the hive. They gather pollen or nectar, guard the entrance, clean the hive, the comb. Make honey, tend the queen, and feed the larvae.
See how harmoniously they are working. Yeah, so no one is teaching them what to do, when to do, where to do. Yeah, so harmoniously they are working. Who has created all this? So there is a superpower. Yeah, who is this? Krishna. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, what does he say? Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtiyaha sambhavantiyaha tasam brahma mahadhyonir aham bija pradapita. I am the seed giving father of all the living entities in this entire world.
What chapter
Yes.
is this?
This is chapter 14, verse 4. Okay, I am the seed giving father of the entire world. That means he is our eternal father. Yeah, so today we have our parents, but in previous life we would have one set of parents. In the next life we will have some set of parents. Eh? So who is our eternal father? Krishna is our eternal father. The Lord is our eternal father. Yeah. So, but what happens? We stay in illusion. Yeah. We are so lost in our own world that we do not want to think about all this. We want to play. We want to go out for a party. We want to go out for movies. We want to just want to go on a holiday. We are completely lost in our own world. Yeah. I'll show you a nice video about how we are completely lost in our own world. Yeah. Just 1 second. Let me share.
Teacher.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just sharing this. Can someone tell you what did you understand from this video?
Mataji, actually the man
Yes,
was having a stretch with the car. The other man that was coming with the truck thought he is trying to push the car in that ravine, and he helped him and he pushed his car.
exactly the same way. You know, we are into this. What is this called? This is called illusion. Yeah, जो हमको दिखता है वो होता नहीं है. So whatever we see, sometimes that is not the truth. We think that this life is eternal. There will never be an end to this life. There will be no suffering in this life. Everything will be very hunky-dory. Yeah, that is what we always think. But life is not like that. Yeah, there is a superpower who is controlling everything. There is our eternal Father who is controlling everything. Yeah, so we need to understand that. If we do not understand, ignorance is not an excuse. Yeah, ignorance is not an excuse. We are completely lost in eating, celebrating on our mobiles, on all our gadgets. Yeah, but that is not the real life. Yeah, so what we should do, we should understand. So Krishna wants us to study Bhagavad Gita. Krishna wants us to understand the truth. What you saw in that video was not the truth, right? That is why I specifically showed you this video. That Krishna, it is an illusion. Krishna wants us to understand the truth. And Krishna wants to have faith in him. He loves us. Yeah. Krishna is not like a strict father who will take a stick in his hand. You did this, come on. I will hit you. Come on, I'll punish you. No. Krishna is not like that. Krishna is very loving. He's a very, very loving father. He wants us to, he wants us to express his love to us. And how would you express his love to us, to him? Yeah, by eating prasad, by singing his glories, by chanting his name, by studying Bhagavad Gita. By studying Bhagavad Gita, you will come to know about Krishna. Yeah, by eating prasad, your consciousness will become pure. By chanting his holy name, your consciousness will become pure. This is very, very important. Right? You all agree with me? Raise your hand, whoever agrees with me.
Yes, Mataji.
Those who are alert will raise their hands. Very nice. Very good. You can lower your hands now. Very nice. So that is what our duty is, to chant his name, to sing his glories. So along with our activities, what is our activities as a student? As a student, our responsibility is to study nicely, to obey our parents. We are so lucky, we have got so wonderful parents, such a nice family. Yeah. So we should, that is our swadharma, studying nicely, getting good marks, obeying our parents, respecting our elders. But at the same time, it is our duty towards our eternal Father. Who is our eternal Father? Lord Krishna is our eternal Father. Narayan is our eternal Father. Vishnu is our eternal Father. Yeah, we should not forget him. It is our duty to chant his name daily, to express our love. Say our father, even our father, we give a small chocolate. Our father doesn't need a chocolate. So if someone gives a Cadbury and we give a small piece of the Cadbury to our father, the father doesn't need the Cadbury, right? But when we give him the nice piece of a toffee or a Cadbury, he loves it. He hugs you. He doesn't need it. He just needs your expression of your love. And that expression of your love will come when you, whatever you cook in the house, you offer it to the Lord. Then eat it as prasad. Sing his glories, chant his name. Along with your regular duties, do all this. And then see, Krishna will himself take care of you. Whenever you are in problem, whatever problem could be there in your life, Krishna will be there with you. Krishna says, Kaunteya pratijanahi, name bhakta pranishati. Oh my Arjuna, go and boldly declare, I will save all my devotees. I promise you, I guarantee you. So just express your love and devotion towards Krishna, and he is there with you. Yeah. So that is what is our duty. So quick recap of whatever we learned today. We learned that we are not this body, we are spirit soul. Yeah. The body operates due to presence of soul. Yeah. Otherwise, if the soul is not there, we are like dead matter. We saw 3 modes of material nature: Rajogun, Tamogun, and Sattvagun. Yeah. Mode of passion, mode of ignorance, and mode of goodness. And depending upon what type of gunas, what type of nature we have, that based on that we'll get a next body. We discussed about law of karma. Why someone is born in a very good and rich family, and why someone is born in a poor family. Yeah. Why everyone is not born in a very rich family? Because law of karma exists. Depending upon what type of deeds we do, what type of activities we perform, based on that we will lead the happy life or we lead a sad life. And whose choice is that? That choice is ours. We decide how we want to behave. If we behave nicely, we will have good life. If we do not behave nicely, we will not have a good life. The choice is ours. Yeah, we discussed about the 84 lakh species. There are insect species, aquatic species, trees, plants. We saw about animals and we saw about human beings. And out of which human beings are the rarest species of all. It is rare. And we are all so fortunate to get a human body. Because only in the human body we can think and we can chant the name of Krishna. Can a dog chant the name of Krishna?
No.
No.
Can a bird chant the name of Krishna? No. Only in the human life.
No.
Can a tree study Bhagavad Gita?
No.
No.
No, ma'am.
Human beings can study that. So that is why this human life is very, very rare and it is very precious. We should make use of this human life. Okay. And then we also discuss about who is the mastermind of this, behind this entire creation. Yeah. So wonderfully everything he has designed for us. But every living creature, right? Even honeybees we saw so nicely designed. Yeah, ants we saw so nicely designed. Entire planetary system so beautifully designed. So he is a mastermind behind all this creation. We should respect him. We should love him. Yeah, and how do you express your love to him? By eating prasad, offering nice food to the Lord. By eating prasad, chanting his name, singing his glories, and studying Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so this was about today's session. Before we wind up the session, we still have, please wait, please do not go, we have not yet winded up the session. We have weekly Bhagavad Gita classes for all the kids on Sundays, so on Saturdays up to 9 years, and on Sundays above 10 years to 15 years. So if you wish to attend, you can enroll yourself for the sessions. Yeah, it is a weekly session. It is free session. We do not charge because we want all of you to love Krishna, to go closer to Krishna. So we are conduct. These are all free sessions. If you wish, you can please get in touch with me. We'll enroll you for the regular course. Yeah. Now for the certification course, I will share the link with you. Achha, before we move to the any questions? Any questions from anyone? Did you understand?
कुछ important है तो photo खींचो.
Yes, Devansh.
I think all of them
Teacher,
are. I think all
I
of
have a question.
everything's done now.
Yes, beta.
At the video of rebirth, you have told us that we have a human and then plants and then insects. But in that video, the boy and then also after his other birth.
Yeah, of course. So it all depends. So the boy gave his life for his country. And the boy was a soldier, he gave life for his country.
He's a good man,
Right?
so his other birth is also.
So he got a human birth.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Any other questions from anyone? I see Ronit, Mohit raising their hands. Do you have any questions, beta?
There is a question on chat.
Difference between Rajogun and Tamogun. Yeah. So Rajogun means mode of passion. I want this. I will achieve it. Come what me, I will achieve it. That is mode of passion. And Tamogun is, so theek hai na, even if I don't achieve it, what is going to happen? It's absolutely fine. Even if I don't get first rank in the class, that is fine. Even if I pass, that is fine. But Tamogun said, no, I want to have first rank in the class. None of my friends should get marks like I want, like me. So that
Greedy.
is unhealthy competition, greedy, jealous, being jealous about your friends. That is mode of passion. That is Rajogun. And Tamogun is, जाने दो ना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? How does it matter? Eat, sleep, and marry, do party, forget about everything. This party. That is Tamogun. Okay. Yes. Any other question? Yes, Sai.
Ma'am, when somebody dies, his soul goes to another person. What is it called?
Called law of transmigration.
Law of transmigration. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Ronit, I see your hand raised. Do you have any question, beta?
Teacher, the soul, a soul controlling a person is called possessing.
But we are not covering that. So basically in one body there is one soul only. So this course we are not covering a soul possessing some other person. We had covered that in our regular classes, but today we will not cover that because that is again a different topic altogether.
Teacher. Teacher, there is a myth that there are 7 rebirths. Hello. Hello.
Mataji, frozen ho gaye.
But in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna promises that I will free you from the cycle of birth and death if you worship me, if you perform your akarma. That we are going to cover tomorrow.
Teacher.
Tomorrow we are going to cover that. So that 7 births and all that, that is nothing.
Teacher.
Yes, the Devansh.
Teacher, there's a myth that all are saying that there are 7 rebirths only. Why? I can't hear you, teacher.
It is not mentioned in the Shastras that there will be only 7 rebirths, 7 rebirths. It is not, that is incorrect information.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there is a question on YouTube. Mataji, does Krishna have a soul? So we are all part and parcels of Krishna. So Krishna is like, for example, Krishna is ocean. Okay. Krishna is like ocean and we are drop of water in that ocean. So Krishna, yes, he has soul. He has he has feelings, and that is why he would like to be loved, and we are his part and parcels, part and parcel of Krishna. Okay, and if someone says someone said about possessing someone, so we have on our YouTube channel, we have a ghost session which we had covered. If you're interested, then you can watch the ghost session on our YouTube channel. So you can put the link. If you get it, you can put the link on the chat box.
What's the name of that channel, teacher?
Zui who's helping us. Zui Didi will put the link on the chat box.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Shri Keshav, I think you have a question.
Ma'am, I have heard in a story that there are three types of humans: bhogis, tyagis, and bhaktas. So bhogi is like the tamas guna, tamo guna, and the tyagi, they are like the rajoguna, and the bhaktas, they serve to God every time, if it be night or day. So they are like sattva guna.
Yes, I'll tell you an example of this. So for example, there is a wallet, okay, your money wallet, it is on the road, it is fallen on the road. What will a bhogi do? A bhogi will just take out the money, yeah, and he will just use the money for himself, and he will throw the wallet, and he will take the money, and he will spend the money. He will go to the restaurant, he will eat something. One second, beta, one second, I'll just explain the concept. And Tyagi, what will Tyagi do? Tyagi will say, Hare, this is the wallet, this doesn't belong to me. I should not take it. I should just leave it. And what will Bhakta do? The Bhakta will open the wallet. He will find out, there is an identity card. I can see the number. Bhakta will call, and he will hand over the wallet to the person who it belongs to. Yeah. So the Tyagi, so you saw Bhogi just took it for his own sense enjoyment. Yeah, Tyagi just forgot about it. But Tyagi is so here, the Tyagi, mode of passion, mode of ignorance wouldn't come here. Mode of passion and mode of ignorance will come for the Bhogi. They are all Bhogis. Bhakta is everything for Krishna. That way.
Yes, ma'am. There is a very similar story for that. Okay, once upon a time there lived a king. Okay, just to see the behavior of how his people in his kingdom, how they behave, he took his chariot with his golden ring, which he had been wearing, and he told his soldier to stop the chariot, and he threw that golden ring that he was wearing, and he threw it away. And then one person from the kingdom, he came and took the ring, and he did not know whose ring was that, and he just threw it on the ground. The king told the soldier to pick that ring up, and then he did the same thing again. And another person came, and what did he do? He took, this is an unknown ring, I will have it for myself. And he took the ring and ran away. And then the soldier told to take the ring from that person. And then the king did again the same thing. And then this time a schoolboy came, and that too from a poor family. A schoolboy was coming, and he saw the ring, and he thought, I think I have to ask the king, whose honor is this? He thought, the schoolboy, and then he gave it to the he straightly went to the king. and asked whose ring is this. And the king told, it is my ring, beta. So I am very pleased with your behavior. Although you are, however, you are from a poor family now, so I will give you lots and lots of money. The king told, and the king gave the schoolboy the money, and the schoolboy went back to his home. The end.
Yes, I knew this story. This is a wonderful story. It's a very nice, Shri Keshav, for narrating the story. I hope all of you understood the story. It's a very wonderful story.
Yes.
Thank you, Shri Keshav.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Now to the last part of our session, I am sharing the link of this Google form with all of you. I will share it on the group also. You can, before tomorrow morning, please attempt this quiz. And so that, this will be used for the certification course. If you have heard with a lot of concentration, then it's a very, cakewalk for all of you. Yeah. So there is one question: animal, sex, human does not have knowledge of this manual. So on what basis decide next birth? What body to offer? Like what design? So basically, the thing is that after we finish all our karmas, yeah, when we exhaust all our karmas, bad karmas, then we get a human birth. So depending upon what all karmas we had done, we will move from one unit to another, one unit to another, one unit to another, and when all our bad karmas are exhausted, then we will get a human life. Yeah. And animals, they do not incur karma. So if a lion kills someone, the lion doesn't incur karma. If an ant eats, dead matter, it doesn't incur karma. But human beings, they incur karma. Okay. So this is the answer to the question. Yeah. So now we will end our session here. And please, tomorrow, do not miss any of the sessions. Please try to attend both the sessions tomorrow. Yeah, just 1 second. Please try to attend both the sessions tomorrow. Yes, Riya, karma is applicable only for humans. Okay. Yes, sir. Somebody had a question?
Mataji, job. So, when your body leaves and your soul is up, like when someone said that your soul goes to another body, like to another person, doesn't it go to God, and God makes another use of the body? Another uses.
If I understand your question correctly, you are saying, does the soul go to God and the God allots him the body? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because someone said that the soul you have goes to another person, but doesn't it?
So the soul, which is there in our body, when our body becomes old, when our body becomes worn out, the soul will take another body. Now, what type of body it will take, it will depend upon what type of deeds that we did in the past life. If we do good deeds, then it will get a human body. If we did bad deeds, then we will get an animal body or a tree body or an insect body. But if we do everything for Krishna, if we do everything, if we do devotional service, if we study Bhagavad Gita nicely, if we chant his name, then we will not get another body. We will not get a material body like this, which will become old and which will have to die. We will get a spiritual body. We will go home back to God. And this is what Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita. I'm not telling anything of my own. Whatever I'm telling today, everything is from Bhagavad Gita. Okay? So I don't know whether, 1 second, beta, I don't know, Arnav, whether this answers your question, beta. It answers your question. आपको question का answer मिला बेटा या फिर हिंदी में पूछो मुझे?
Yes.
Okay, good. Anaya, ma'am, I attempted. Okay, Anaya got full marks. Very good. How can we download the certificate? The certificate will be available only after you you will have to give all the 3 exams. which is there after every session. So the certificate will be after that. Yes, Sai.
Teacher.
1 second. Sai has a question, beta. Just 1 second.
Ma'am, when somebody dies, we say he passed away. Means his soul went to another person's body. His soul passed away, but body lies.
Absolutely right, beta. Absolutely right.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Devansh.
टीचर मुझे वो क्वेश्चन था कि आपने जो क्विज का लिंक भेजा है वो अब कब करना है टीचर?
कल के सेशन के पहले, कल 11 बजे सेशन है, 11 बजे के सेशन के पहले करना है आपको।
आप व्हाट्सएप में लिंक
हाँ बिल्कुल भेजेंगे।
ओके।
यस केशव,
आप अभी देंगे? अभी ग्रुप में
डाल देती हूँ। नो वरीज।
थैंक यू।
यस केशव।
Yes, ma'am. From tomorrow, my classmates are going to come. They're going to join the class because I have given them information about that classes and all in the school, in my school.
Where are you? Where do you belong to? Which place?
I am in Jharkhand now.
Jharkhand. Okay. ठीक है।
I'm in Jamshedpur.
You can share it with your friends. Let everyone take the benefit because they're all free classes. We just want everyone to know about Bhagavad Gita. So best is as many as can take benefit. That will be really nice.
Okay.
So I think all the questions are over. So thank you everyone. I hope you had a wonderful session. You have enjoyed the session and I hope you understood many concepts today. And tomorrow, see you again at 11 a.m. Do not miss the class. Yeah, because so many new things to learn.
Mataji, I got full marks.
So please do not miss the class. And yes, have a lovely evening today. Bye. Thank you.
Mataji,
Bye, teacher. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Jai Shri
Bye,
Krishna.
ma'am.
Dear, you were saying something?
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
No,
Bye, Mataji. Have a nice
Bye,
day.
ma'am. Jai Shri Krishna.
Bye, ma'am.
I think he left.
Bye,
Hare
ma'am.
Krishna.
He had a question. I'm so sorry. Bye, Vita. Bye, Hare Krishna.